Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. If you're new here, we start with chapstick. So if you didn't know, now you know. This is a crazy troll nation of YouTube. I'll just show you what else we'll see here because I'm just going to be doing quite a few things in this video and I'm not applying any face paint. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to do a quick review of the things I received at Ipsy earlier this month. I still have not used the brush, but I did wash it, and I'm thinking it'll work really well. I have not used the lip pencil yet, and this I will probably just like line and fill my lips and then top it with something else, and so that's pretty basic, so I haven't felt any urgency to use that. The Biro, I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, the Golden Carrot Overnight Relief Mask. I got in the shower, washed my face, put this on, left it on, washed my body, rinsed it off. My face didn't feel any different, except when I first rinsed it, it felt a little slick, and I was just like, ooh, the residue. So I kept rinsing, I got it all off, and while my face was wet, it felt nice. When I got out the shower, when I patted my face dry, my skin felt really dry. And so this is not something I will continue to use. Oh, the other thing is the hemp lotion, which is over there. This is Gold Fatten MD Solution Bright Eyes Dark Circle Radiance Concentrate. I have used this here at my station. After I've done my skincare, later in the day, I sit here and think, oh, I'm gonna do a video. And I've put a little underneath my eyes. No irritation, no itching, no burning. My eyes didn't tear. So I was like, okay, this will work just for additional eye cream before I put on concealer, before I do, you know, the rest of my face paint. And so I did look up online where it was, I believe it was $55, which it did say on the Ipsy card, which was the second time I've ever received a card with my stuff. But then I said, let me just see, just as an eye cream by itself without being on top of other skincare. And so one day I did just put this on, and I said, I'm just going to put it on and leave it and see what it does, to see if there is a reaction, this being on my bare skin. This dried out my under eye area so much so it looked like it was flaking. And I'm like, what the hell? So this would just be something I would use on top of other skincare before I put on my makeup. And so I'm not sure if I will purchase the full size in this because of the price, and knowing I would only use it just a little bit whenever I sit here to do my face paint. The hemp lotion, it has a very pleasant scent. It works well on my feet after a shower. Dry my skin, dry my feet, put the hemp lotion on, put on aloe socks and lay down, go to bed. And when I wake up later, my feet are hot, to take off the aloe socks. And it does my feet really well. However, because of putting it on my feet and it's on my hands, I noticed one day my eyes were itching, my eyes were burning, my eyes were tearing, and I kept smelling it. And I'm like, wait a minute, I have aloe socks on. Like, why am I still smelling this? I didn't wash my hands. So even though it is a pleasant scent, it is still too strong for my eye sinuses and my nasal sinuses. Eyes are sinuses? Too strong for my eye allergies and my nasal sinuses. And so that is something that I've learned. Even when I use it for my feet, after I apply it, I have to go and wash it off of my hands and also put on just my regular hand lotion. And so that's the review for that. This box right here says Ulta, but it's not. It's from one of my viewers, and she did send me stuff for Eclectic Beauty before, and she contacted me again on Instagram and said she was sending out another box. And I'm like, oh my gosh, because it just warms my heart when people understand the vision that I have and the vision of the program, and they do want to participate. And so thank you so much, sister friend, for sending this box. I opened it and I started to look in it, and I said, you know what, I'm going to open it here. And so Eclectic Beauty, the link for it, and also for Covering the Gap, is in my link tree down below if you're interested. It is a 501c3. We help the homeless, things like that, yada yada yada. And I will speak again in a different video about Eclectic Beauty again. And so she has these cute bags in here. But you know what, while I'm showing it, why don't I just tell you? I just woke up like 20 minutes ago, so that's why I'm just kind of like, I don't know what's going on. Eclectic Beauty is one of the programs under the umbrella of Covering the Gap. And there's also Helping Hands, which is where we solicit travel size, this is a cute bag, travel size toiletries, and we put them together into little bags, well, gallon size Ziploc bags, and we give them out to the homeless. And so that's that program. Eclectic Beauty, we started last year, and we solicit brand new, unused makeup, and I put them into, or I make up makeup bags / beauty bags, and give those out to different shelters. So that's what this stuff is for Eclectic Beauty, for me to make up additional makeup kits and beauty bags. And I'm looking like this because, as I said, I haven't opened it. And so I showed you the bags that she put in here, which is awesome, because when I make up the kits, stuff will go into those bags. These are makeup remover wipes. And when I do the bags, I try and do a complete bag, everything except complexion products. And so eyeliner, mascara, eyeshadow palette, blush palette, lip gloss or lipstick. These are lip care items. And there's some perfume sample packets like you would get from Sephora. And I see chapstick in here. That's awesome. And so thank you so much for sending this. And when we do deliver these items, some of them cry, because when you're really that down and out and you're transient, you don't know where you're going to sleep next, you don't have a place to call home, and someone comes to bring you something to just help lift you up, they feel like they're seen and that they're not forgotten. And it is very touching for me just to see that and to be able to help someone have that feeling. And that's what makes it so emotional for me when people do donate, because they understand everyone doesn't have the privilege that we do, where we can just want something and go out and buy it. You know what I'm saying? And even makeup being a luxury, to be able to give that to someone when they have no face anything at all. Sometimes they're sharing bars of soap, you know what I mean? And so it does mean a lot to them, and it means a lot to me to be able to share that and to give that to someone. This one says face, and so this is face products, which is awesome. So this will go into Helping Hands, which is the travel size toiletry program. This says hair, so this will go into Helping Hands as well. This says body and hands. And so some of these are smaller than others. If they're smaller and I have enough, because wherever I donate the makeup kits and the beauty bags to, I make sure all the bags are of equal substance. And so I wouldn't put a hand product this size in one bag and the other ones don't have it, because even though you're giving things to people and they're really grateful, I don't want it to be like, oh, well, she got a hand lotion and I didn't, or she got, a lipstick and I didn't, you know what I mean? So I try to keep everything evened out. And so this may go into Helping Hands unless I have enough to do hand products, or if it's just maybe like 10 bags, because usually when I take them, I'll have like 30 or 40 bags. And so making sure everything's even can be challenging sometimes. And this is hair stuff as well. It looks like face cloths in here. I see combs, shampoo, body wash. Yes, and so this will go for Helping Hands. And there's one more thing in here. So thank you again for sending this in. These are mascaras and lip glosses. And, and also eyeshadow palettes. And so that's everything that is in here. And she wraps everything, as you can see, like very nicely. And everything always gets here very safe because she packages really well. And so I really appreciate all of this, and where it goes, they appreciate it as well. Trust me on that. And it's just really wonderful when we understand our position of privilege, and when we have a genuine desire to help other people from our position of privilege, because a lot of people don't think of it that way. They're just like, oh, well, this is a must-have item. I need to have this palette. I need to have, this brand mascara, or I need to have luxury skincare. And if you can afford it and it doesn't break your budget, go for it. Just understand that everyone isn't in that same position. Everyone's not. And so we're going to move on. My Boxycharm arrived today, and I just now sliced open the box. One thing I believe is supposed to be in here, unless they did me wrong. So this says Boxycharm. I did get the Luxe box this time because there was something that they said I was guaranteed to get, and it would pay for the price of the box, and it's probably not even for me. Actually, it's not for me. So yeah, we're going to take out the paper, the tissue paper up top. There's foam in here. The first thing I'm going to pull out, cream blush. It says, what brand is it? And it's Warm Peach. Dominique Cosmetics Silk Tone Cream Blush. Give your cheeks and lips a pinch of color, irresistibly silky. This weightless buildable cream blush formula blends into the skin seamlessly and lasts all day long. Bonus, it contains hyaluronic acid. I've said it before, I'll say it again. A lot of people don't know that our bodies produce hyaluronic acid. It's found in our eyes, our skin, and our joints. And so sometimes for me, products with hyaluronic acid can be too much because I'm guessing my skin makes enough, and it'll burn my skin and it'll break me out. And so I think it depends on where the hyaluronic acid is on the ingredient list and also how much of it is in the product. So sometimes I can use products with hyaluronic acid with no problem, and then other times my skin feels like it's melting off. This retails for $22. I'm not gonna open it up. I'm just gonna open it from the box. That's cute. This, okay, listen. Okay, Pat McGrath Idol's eyeshadow. The cult classic creme de la creme of mothers. I have an issue with that. I got one mother that gave birth to me. Anyway, iconic shadows now starring solo and seductive singles in a tantalizing array of textures and hues. This retails for $25. It says brand new to Boxy. I do understand why they call her Mother Pat because of the mothership palettes. I'm not calling nobody mother except my mother, even though she doesn't know I'm her daughter. She has dementia. She's in a nursing home, but she's always happy to see me. She does recognize my face. She just doesn't know who the hell I am, like relationship-wise. And I'm not sure what color this is. Oh, it says dark matter. So this is a black. I think it's a black. I'm not sure. I'm not going to open it. But if this is a black, I think I will keep this just for a quick grab. In a way, it almost looks blue, doesn't it? Like a dark blue. Just for a quick grab if I want to deepen up a look that I'm doing. So I may actually keep this. What I don't like, I'm a simple person. Like all of this, all that frill and stuff, to me it's just gaudy. And that's why I don't like Michael Kors. Because all that chain link and like the bright gold accessories, to me it just looks gaudy. And so this to me, I know a lot of people love it. I'm just saying for me, like I just see this and I'm just like, is this a kid's toy? Ooh, candy, Pop Rocks. Okay, all right, let me stop. But anyway... yeah, we're moving on. Bio Beauty Bright Eyes Depuffing and Brightening Eye Gels with restorative colloidal silver, it says on the box. Stay in place cooling eye gels help depuff, brighten, and fill the appearance of fine lines to rescue the delicate under eye skin from the effects of stress, sleepless nights, and red eye flights. Retails for $28, brand new to Boxy, it says. And this is what the back of the box looks like. I'm not going to open it. Both sides are sealed. And you know what? Where did I put? I'm going to open it. I'm opening it from the bottom, which I sometimes do anyway. And I couldn't really figure out why I did it. And then I was watching Tanya's Beauty Box. Or was it her Cheeriness TV channel? She has two different channels. She was saying that if you know you're not going to keep something, open it from the bottom so that when you give it away, you know, it's still kind of new. No, I think she said so you don't wreck the box trying to open it. So it has this in here, and it has the gel pads in here. I am curious to try one, but I don't know, because then if I don't like it, they're not getting a full box. And I do have the Peter Thomas Roth eye patches. And how many sets are in here? There's 8 pairs in here. And did I say what it retails for? I feel like I did. If I didn't, $28 is what this retails for. Ole Henriksen Sea Rush Brightening Gel Cream. This lightweight gel moisturizer packed with 3 forms of vitamin C and Rose of Winter extract instantly brightens and delivers a 24-hour hydration. Retails for $34. I am not keeping this. Anything with rose fragrance, rose hip oil, rose extract, my skin is like natural. So I already know I'm not going to keep this. Where it will end up, I don't know. What is this? I don't know. Whatever it is 2 different colors. We're going to open it from the bottom. I'm not going to open them. I am not. These are the colors. Queen Studio Partners in Crime Lip Liner Duo. Indulge your inner bad bitch. This rich, buttery formula of this lip liner duo delivers a high pigment payoff that seals in moisture for comfortable, long-lasting wear. Retails for $18. You know what I just realized? I'm just waking up. I'm not fully alert yet, and I'm reading fine. Days when I am like fully alert, I'm like, and I'm just like, why do I sound illiterate? I just realized that, so that's something strange. I'm not going to use these. These are lip liners. No. Ren Clean Skincare. Evercalm Redness Relief Serum. Nature's stand against sensitivity. This fast-acting white mushroom-powered serum is clinically proven to reduce redness after just 30 minutes while soothing signs of sensitivity in 7 days, including dryness, itching, discomfort, flakiness, tightness, and burning sensations. This new Velvet Touch serum is proven to strengthen skin's moisture barrier and help protect from pollution. Retails for $60. It's intriguing, but what I will say is it's important to understand where your redness is coming from. If you have, and I say that as a person with sensitive skin, and you see redness, right? You see it. It's been there since 2020 when they shut everything down because of COVID, and then wearing a mask. When I do wear a mask, if it's like 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, you know, my skin is fine. The last couple of days I was out, I did have a mask on for hours at a time, and it aggravates here because I sweat with the mask on. I wear either the KN95 or the KF94, and it has a good seal. And so I can feel the condensation, I can feel the sweat rolling down. And my theory, and I talked to my doctor about it, and he said, yeah, that's probably what's happening. I'm like, okay, like, I'm making up stuff, and he's like co-signing it, which is pretty cool. That my face, when it's sweating, our skin does have sodium in it, has salt in it. So when my sweat would dry, it would leave behind like salt deposits. Not a lot, like you dump salt on my face, but even if you sweat, your upper lip is sweating, you lick your lips to taste salty, right? And so that's what I'm saying is our skin does produce, you know, salt or sodium, whatever you want to call it, and it dries up on my face, and then it creates the redness because it's breaking down my skin barrier. And the dermatologist had also said it could be because it is drying out my skin could either be overproducing yeast, or it could be producing fungus to try and compensate for the dryness. And so initially when they gave me a cream for this, it was an antifungal cream. It did not do anything. But then when they prescribed me a cream for yeast, it does clear it up. As long as I don't keep wearing a mask for hours and hours at a time, this will clear up. And in some of my videos with no face paint on, like, this isn't red at all. And so that does work. Now when I had this thing on my neck going on, and it's still a dark patch right here, still a little dry, and it was a lot worse. And when I went to the doctor for that, he gave me an antifungal cream, and I put that on, which happened to be the same one for under here that did not work. When I put it on the next day, it has started clearing up. So this is a yeast thing. And I know this sounds really gross. I know it does, but our skin just does these things. So this was a yeast thing. This was a fungal thing. And so that's why the fungal cream didn't work under here, but it worked over here. And so even with something like this, like, it's awesome. If you just have like general redness, I also have allergic reactions to environmental things. Sometimes when I go walk the park, my skin will start itching, my face may turn red because I'm walking around, there's grass, trees, pollen, that type of thing. And so if it's just a general redness, something like this I do believe may work. But if it's something, if it's yeast or fungal, something like this may not work. And so if you do have chronic redness, go to the dermatologist or your doctor and talk to them about it, because I do really believe you need to know why your skin is having redness. So I'm not sure if I'm going to try this, because I know what this redness is from and I have a cream for it. I am curious though when it talks about the itching discomfort thing, because I do sometimes break out rashes on other parts of my body, but I also have prescription creams for that too. So I don't know, but I do, it does sound intriguing. Make Serum Balm. I'm guessing that is the color. Hydrating Lip Treatment Chapstick. This serum lip product provides instant hydration while softening, smoothing, and plumping. Formulated with a natural lip volumizing ingredient derived from biomolecules extracted from pomegranate flowers, along with liquefied jojoba wax, this lip conditioning treatment adds luxurious, long-lasting shine and cushion. Okay, so pomegranate flowers, we ain't doing the flower thing. Chapstick. What did it say? Volumizing. Like, I'm happy with how my lips look, so I am curious to try it, but then I feel like I would be wasting it, and so I don't know. The last thing in the box, and what I went up to Luxe for this month, was the Zendo palette from the top. The Nona. I'm looking to see where mine is. I'm only going to just peek at it to make sure everything's intact, and then I'm going to show you mine. Okay, everything is intact. Closing that back up. This one is mine. I mixed it with Sunset. Actually, I can use, the box is reflective too, so that's not going to work. And this is way too long. These two are from Sunrise. These three are from Sunrise. And once I mixed it, I really liked it. So this is my Zendo / Sunrise palette. And I believe I gave the Sunrise that I put the Zendo shades in to a friend of mine, because some of the Zendo shades did not show up on my skin tone, and I could have used them as toppers, but then I like to just use shadows for what they are. Just put it on my lids and they show up and they work. And so I really do like the palette. I do like the mix of, you know, the cools and the warms, and you got a couple brights in here. This one I really love, and that's from Sunrise. This one has a nice pop, and these three all show up nicely on me. And so once I mixed it, as I said, I really do enjoy this palette. And the reason that I purchased Zendo is because it had a high creamy matte cream to powder formula ratio. I tend to not like her midi palettes because they seem to have the same formulas as her minis, and I don't care for the formula in the minis. I love the formulas in her larger palettes, the $129 palettes, which are mostly cream to mattes or cream to powder, and that's what was in Zendo, and so that's what led me to try that one. So it's just funny to me how her palettes that cost more, the $129 and the $48 ones, which are the large 5 pans, those have more of the same formula. The midis and the minis, which is the $25 palettes and the $65 palettes, they tend to have a different formula that I don't care for. And so that's why I got Zendo. And I did really like it because I do like that particular formula. So that is it for the Boxycharm. Thank you for being here for the review on my Ipsy from this month, the Eclectic Beauty donation that came in, and also the unboxing of my Boxycharm stuff. And so let me know what you think of all of this stuff. If you want more information, again, on Eclectic Beauty, the link is in my link tree, which is down below in my description box, and or message me on Instagram at _Dion Loves Makeup. Yeah, and then I'll figure out where this stuff is going to go. So thank you for being here. Some stuff will pop up over here for you to look at. And yes, thank you for loving a troll, just waking up, no face paint, puffy eyes. It's like, what's up? What's happening? And the wrinkles and the bags. This is real life, y'all. Embrace your natural features. Love yourself for who you are and how you look, regardless of whether or not you have face paint on. That's the concept in a very tiny, small nutshell of the Crazy Troll Nation. You will see me soon. Thank you.